Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Pal Over Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer magazine update video. Now, as per usual, with all these videos, if you like them, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course drop me a comment down below. I love hearing back from you guys, it goes a massive way to helping out the channel too. Now, with this video, all I want to do is we're going to go forward with ploughing on with what we're going to get in each issue, all the way up to issue 80. However, I am not going to do this in one single video. One, because it'll take far too much time, and I'd rather break it down into blocks of 10 to make it simpler for myself and for you guys, and so you guys can see what we're going to get. Now, before I go into this list, we will not be able to reveal what paints we're getting with each issue because that is something I genuinely don't know. Even Warhammer, who have confirmed pretty much all the information that we have now in an article, don't know that information. So I imagine we'll get some more yellows, we'll get some reds, greens, a bit of everything really. I imagine we're going to get some half decent colours. We're going to get some new metallics. We're going to get some brassy like colours. We'll get maybe some other greys. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But hopefully some good stuff to look forward to nevertheless. Now, obviously I've already done a video going all the way up to issue 30. So if you haven't already seen that, please go and check that out. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way up to issue 41. There's a very good reason we're going up to 41 as well, so you'll find out in a second. But otherwise, let's crack on with the list, shall we? So first off, I am going to go to issue 30. Issue 30, we get 10 Hobgrots, Hobgrot slitters. Now, the reason we only get 10 when a box contains 20 is because they come in units of 10. So if you bought a box and you were going to use them in a battle, you'd have 20, so you've got 2 units of Hobgrot slitters. This is the same with every other faction, so if it is a full unit, we get a full unit's worth, which may only be a single sprue out of 2 sprues from the box. For instance, issue 31 is back to the Stormcast Eternals, and we get the Vigilors. We only get 5. Now, looking through this list, I can't see another 5 Vigilors on the list, which is a shame because I think 2 units of Vigilors is a brilliant bargain and super cool, but we just get the 1. Now, the Vigilors are archers for the Stormcast Eternals. They also carry these pretty cool short swords and they look pretty badass. So obviously with these guys as well, you can have them with helmets or without helmets, entirely up to you. Either way they look good. Personally, I will be getting 2 lots of these. I'm not going to lie to you, I want 2 lots. I would rather have 2 units of them and have 1 pretty kick-ass army of Stormcast Eternals, because they're super cool. But as I say, 5 Vigilors is really good because that is 1 full unit ready to go. Whereas a box normally contains 10, so it has 2 units. So, you know, just in case you're curious as to why we're only getting 5. Anyway, on to issue 32. Issue 32 we get Gloomspite gets shooters. Now, shooters can also be made into stabbers. These are your little grots. They are pretty cool, pretty nifty, and I kind of like them. Now, the thing with these is, if you want a good Orruk army, or you want to field a half decent Gloomspite Gits army just for a laugh, you might want 2 issues of this. So you can make them as stabbers or you can make them as shooters, because we only get 1 lot with the magazine, which is a shame because they're quite fun, aren't they? They're quite quirky and they just look like they are real little menaces, and they are going to kick ass and be an annoying little thorn in your side. Now, the thing with these is they are small, they are weird, and yeah, we can make 1 of 2. These are older models, so they do look a little bit dated, in all honesty, but they're still pretty cool. So I must admit, I will be getting 2 copies of this issue as well, because I'd like the stabbers as well as the shooters. just because, why not? Issue 33, we go back to the Stormcast Eternals. We get the Knight Judicator and Gryph-hounds. So, the Knight Judicator, a long bowman for the Stormcast Eternals, essentially, with a nice sculpted, kind of stylized base, and 2 Gryph-hounds, which the Gryph-hounds look pretty cool. They're in mid-leap, and yeah, it's a good mini. I'm not going to lie, one of the minis I do kind of genuinely like. It's definitely worth having. You get a good saving off this one as well, so you're saving about £13.50 if you were going to buy it, or if you're in the US, it's $21 saving. Europe, €20 saving. Australia, you're saving $40, which seems like an absolute steal, in my opinion. So, when this magazine is available in your territory, this is a really, really good bargain, so definitely worth having. So, super cool stuff. Issue 34, we go back to paint. Obviously, I don't know what paint, so we'll just leave it there, but we get 2 pots. So we'll see what we get. Issue 35, we get Sylvaneth. Now, with this one, we get Druanthe, the Arch Revenant, which is a model I like. It's a genuinely nice model, with that kind of etheric blue wings and face and helmet and horns and such like. And still remaining as part of a Sylvaneth and looking pretty cool. Genuinely a nice mini. So this is pretty cool. I do genuinely like this one. And yeah, a good unit for the Sylvaneth, so why not? Issue 36, we go back to Gloomspite Gits. We get the Fungoid Cave Shaman Snazgart Stink Mullet. What a mouthful of a name. However, what a cool mini. Now, this is a shaman for the Gloomspite Gits. He has that nice sickle. He has a weird squig bug thing at his feet. He has a bug that's mounted on the staff. And a mushroom growing out of his head because, yeah, why not? But yeah, really, really good stuff. I like the model as well. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks quite funky, quite fun, bit quirky. Why not? Issue 37, we go back to the Sylvaneth again. We get our good old Warhammer Underworlds warband though. We get Thari's Guardians. We also get a dry brush as well, apparently, which is pretty good. That's not too bad. Now, this is a Warhammer Underworlds warband that is now out of production. Originally, it would have been £21, something like that. So you're getting it for £9, and you get a dry brush. Don't know exactly which dry brush in particular, but that's not too bad of a deal. For £9, you're getting 4 pretty cool Sylvaneth. They look good. They're out of production, which is the main thing, and yeah, genuinely a pretty good kit. So you can't knock it really for the cost, and definitely a magazine that I think most people will pick up this issue just to get hold of it as well. Some really good stuff. Then issue 38, we get more Stormcast Eternals. So for our Stormcasts, we're going to get 5 more Vindictors. Now, obviously, we've already had 5, so this is the other 5, so this gives us a full box worth. Obviously, 5 is just one single unit, so with this magazine we will have 2 units altogether of Vindictors. Pretty good stuff for any Stormcast Eternals player, and yeah, genuinely a nice bit of kit. It's good saving, it's just under £10 saving, so yeah, not too bad. Issue 39, we go back to paint. Obviously, as again, still don't know what paint, so we'll leave it at that, but it's a paint issue, 2 pots of paint. Genuinely don't know, I'm guessing a contrast in there, but yeah, we'll see what we get. Now, here is the main one. This is the ones where people are going to go nuts and are going to try and get as many copies as possible, because this is pretty cool. Issue 40 and issue 41 are parts 1 and 2 of the same kit, which is Spirit of Durthu from the good old Sylvaneth range. Now, This kit can be made with Spirit of Durfu, or it can be made as a Tree Lord, or even a Tree Lord Ancient. So 3 different options with varying degrees of how you want to go about doing it, which is why people will be after these issues. I personally am tempted to get 2 of them. I wouldn't mind doing the Spirit of Durfu, and I wouldn't mind doing a Tree Lord Ancient or something along them lines, because they look good, they're pretty cool, genuinely nice models, and something different, something very, very interesting to do as well. So up to you if you're going to do the same, but either way I think this is ones where you're going to have to pre-order them, because they are going to sell, and they are going to sell very, very well. So that's really, really cool stuff, and very, very worthwhile having. And yeah, that takes us all the way up to issue 41. So now you know why this video goes up to 41 instead of just 40. So 10 issues, we've got some really good stuff to look forward to. My personal picks, obviously Spirit of Durfu is a massive pick. The Ilthari's Ranger Guardians, brilliant kit. So you can't knock Warhammer Underworld's warbands, they are really, really cool. We do get the Arch Revenant, which is a super cool model as well. The Fungoid Cave Shaman, a brilliant sculpt, a really, really nice quirky sculpt for our Gloomspite Gits. And not only that, the good old Vigilors as well for the Stormcast Eternals. So, you know, a fair few issues where it's worth trying to bag a couple of copies, in all honesty, but really good stuff. Otherwise though, that is it for this video. The next video will be dropping sometime soon, so keep an eye out for it. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Drop me a comment down below with what you think, what you're going to get doubles of, what you're going to be looking forward to, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.